In this project, I have built a simple website about my favorite book, and I have already opened up my Visual Studio Code editor. Well, this is my project folder, project 1, and within it we have another folder by the name images, which has got one file, watercure.jpg, and we also have some two files, index.html and main.css. So this one is to hold my CSS styles, and index.html will have my website template. So to start off, we have a head section within our index.html. It has got all meta tags and the links. So these are the links to my style sheet, that is main.css, and the title favorite book. Then we have the body section, which has got a header, and within the header we have a nav for our nav bar, and within the nav tags we have URL tags and the list items for our nav menu. So we have introduction, review, and subscribe. So the introduction part, the href attribute is will take us to the intro section. So that is the part with the ID intro. The same case with review will take us to the part with an ID of main, and subscribe similarly will take us to the part where we have an ID of to the section which has got an ID of subscribe. So from there we have a banner, and this is basically a h1 tag which has got the title of the book and an image for the book cover. So this is the relative path to our images folder, and watercure.jpg, this is the image file. Our alternative attribute is book cover. So that is it for the image. Next we have the main section with an ID of main. So that is referenced by the review menu in our nav bar section. So within this main section we have a class of card with a h2 attribute, which is the introduction or paragraph with a little explanation about the introduction. So we have another div with a class of card and the review plus 2 paragraphs. And then we have another div section with a class of video section. This is the part where we have embedded a YouTube video. We have introduced it by use of h3 heading and some iframe tags. So iframe tags, we have used iframe iframe tags to embed our YouTube video. We have given it a width of 420 pixels and a height of 300 pixels. Then we have another div with a class of video description. So this is to give our video some description. It has got several paragraphs. From there we have HR tag. This is just to separate the description part and the subscribe section. So this is a horizontal rule just to separate the two sections. And then we have a section with an ID of subscribe. This is where we have a form that we have provided for our users to subscribe, that is in case they want to continue getting more stories or more updates about this particular website or blog. So within the form we have a h2 subscribe for more book stories, and then you have a div section with the class of form control. So in this within this div section we have a label and an input of type text. Then the name is first name and the placeholder of enter first name. So we have several other divs. We have another one with the label for last name and another one of type email for the user to key in their email address. And then finally within our form tag we have a submit button. So currently the submit button is not doing anything because we have not included any functionality for this form. Then we move on to the footer section, which is our last part, and we simply have a paragraph with a copyright, and that is it for index.html. So let's examine the main CSS. So that is basically the styles we have used to style our index.html. So this is what we have for the body section. So we have a background color and margin and padding plus box sizing. Then we have our nav section with a different background color and a width of 100%. We have also set the values for height, line height, and I have made the position to be fixed with a top of 0 such that when we scroll down our nav bar will remain fixed. Then we have some styles for UL tags within the nav bar, the nav section, as well as the list items. And we have also styled the anchor tags within our list items. So on hover, we shall change the background color for the anchor tags to this particular color. Then you have a banner section with a margin top of 60 pixels and a text aligned center. Then we have some styling for our heading tags h1, h2 and 3. So we have given them a particular color. So we move on to the card class. So this is a styling for the card class. We have given it a background color, a border radius of 10 pixels and a margin of 10 pixels plus a padding of 10 pixels too. So our video section, we have given it a display of flex, and our video class, we have given it a width of 35% and a margin of 10 pixels. Similarly, our video description class, we have given it a width of 35 pixels. So that we have just given it the remaining width after subtracting the video taken by the width taken by the video class. We have given it a background color, margin and border radius. Then you have the form control section where we have given it a display of flex and justify continent of space around. So we have also styled our inputs. These are inputs for for our form, and then we have also formatted our button. So this will style the submit button, and then we have the button dot hover. So it will change the color to this particular color and a cursor of pointer. Then we have the footer section, which has got these particular styles. So that is it for our code. Now to view this on our browser, this is the final look of my website. So this is the nav section with introduction, review and subscribe. This is the banner section, and then this is the introduction part, the review part, and this is our YouTube video which we have embedded, and then this part is the video part, and we have a description on the right side. Then from there we have our form to help us our users to subscribe. So this particular line here is the horizontal rule, and then finally we have our footer section with our copyright. So that is it, and we can use our nav section nav menu to navigate to different sections. So review will take us to the review part, the review section, and subscribe will also take us to the subscribe section. So that is it guys, and thank you very much for watching.